Well, welcome everybody. This is Eli Gonzalez with Team Empower You, and everybody knows Ray, right? he's deaf mute today. I don't know how that happened.
Hey everybody, how are you guys out there?
That's not gonna ever happen.
Yeah, that would be like the next video would be a suicide video. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Sorry guys. I gotta talk, right? I'm so happy to be here with Eli. I always am. Every time I see him, he brings a smile to my heart. One of the things that he always says and he always mentions is start with the end in mind. Obviously today's video is about your target audience, but then we titled a little subtitle to it, which is start with the end in mind. Now starting with the end in mind is such a broad phrase because it can be applied to so many different things in a very good way, obviously.
But that's one of the things I like about what we do, you know, and we're talking Team Empower You, of course, you know, for the Power Lunches.
Yep.
So we know that with Empower Network, really, our target audience can be anything, anybody.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen people come in from all kinds of ways.
Yep.
But you still want to know. That's what your point was today, right?
Yeah. Well,
you still want to know what your audience is.
Because, like, when he says start with the end in mind, when you apply that, I mean, again, you can apply it to several things in your life and your business, like with your goals and stuff like that. But when you apply it to your target audience, it starts to make you think, okay, wait a minute, who is my target audience? And that's actually the first thing out of the 4 points that we have for you today of how to get to your target audience. One is, or how to market to your target audience. One is know who they are, right? That's starting with the end in mind, right? What do you think?
Yeah, well, you know, you got to know who they are because you're going to talk to them a little differently, and you're going to actually bring up points that they're looking for. That's actually part of the second part, the information that you're going to be giving them. To your target audience, they have to want to talk about it. They want to hear it.
It's definitely got to be something that they're interested in. I mean, you're not going to go and talk to a donut shop or a donut seller about I don't know, selling cars, because it's going to be, they're not going to what? So whatever your target audience, if it's someone who's owned a hair salon before, or it's photographers or nerds like the techie guys, you know, you talk to them differently as well. And
you call me a nerd?
No.
techie guy. I like that word.
Techie. So point one we said is know who they are, and two is get information that they're going to be interested in. Right? What's the third point?
Well, along with having the information that they want, you want to use their language. You want to use what you call it jargon, right?
Yeah, the jargon. I mean, again, with the. Why am I pointing this way? With the nerds or the techies? So how do you? I'm a techie nerd too. So how do you talk to them if it?
It's like bags of coffee beans over there.
Yeah, you see the bags of coffee beans.
Are they the nerds?
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, those nerdy bags of coffee that are sitting in the corner over there. So how do you talk to these people? I mean, let's say you were selling cars. Obviously, we're selling info products, right? But let's say you were selling cars. You know, you don't want to say, hey. We have a new dealership. We're selling cars. You might want to say, you know, there's the new technology that's in the cars, or you want to, you know, call it the way the vehicles are engineered. You know, see the jargon changes because that's how you're going to get them interested or capture the audience.
And within the target audience, there's what they call hot words. You know, keywords that people use, and if they're in that industry, it catches their attention.
Boom, absolutely.
You know, one of the things right now, my old business used to do 3M window films.
Right.
And within the industry, 3M came up with the first nanotechnology window film, which had like 126 layers, even though it was micro thin.
Yep.
And that nanotechnology word was what everybody was talking about.
Nano.
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 Anyway.
See? We're a couple of nerds. And those of you out there might, what's nano? Well, nano. I'm sure most of you know is Robin Williams back in the 70s or whatever. Yeah. So nanotechnology, man. Sorry.
I'm too old.
That washes down this way, man. How you gonna say that? So you were saying about 126 layers and hot words.
Well, just hot words. If you were talking to somebody in that industry and you said nanotechnology, all of a sudden they catch your attention, right? So those key words, you gotta sort of do a little research before you start talking, so that you know those keywords, those particular phrases that they use, and use them because it's going to catch your attention.
Absolutely. And the final part of your target audience and starting with the end in mind is think of how you're going to segue. Think of how you're going to introduce your sales pitch. Now, obviously, we don't want to, it's just being a sales pitch. No, we care for our audiences. Our products are helping people, but we do have to find a way to introduce, the part where they buy, so that they can get a hold of this information and it can benefit them. And that's, again, starting with the end in mind. If you start this whole sales pitch and you're not thinking about how you're going to close the deal, you're just going to do run-on stuff, and you're not going to get to that part, or it might fall apart at the end, and then all this wonderful information you gave, and then you didn't capture an audience, right?
Well, one of the things, as bloggers, that's the number one thing that I see bloggers do all the time. They're blogging because they want to make some money off their blog most of the time. And then there's people that just do it because they want to have fun. But if you're starting with the end in mind that you're thinking about making some kind of profit off your blogging, you got to know somewhere along the way you got to ask for the sale, right?
That's right, absolutely.
And you don't have to ask for the sale like buy this. I mean, literally, we were talking. We're in a Bennett's fresh. What is it?
Fresh roast.
Fresh roast. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this right here. Look at that. A fresh Colombian.
Awesome.
Look at it, floats. You see how it floats? It floats to you. Ow, it's burning my hand. Ow. All right.
Well, the neat thing about a place like this is like, hey, maybe you're a place like this that they're known for their donuts, and if you're blogging about places to eat, like I do, in Fort Myers, this might be one of the places I talked about. So I might talk about their donuts, how they have different flavors. This morning I had this maple and bacon donut. I never heard of such a thing. It was the most delicious breakfast thing you could ever have.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I can put a slide in here with one of those.
Yeah, that would be
They're
nice.
just awesome looking. But they tasted even better than what they looked. But, you're talking about food, you're talking about donuts, all this other stuff. Well, in the long run, if that's a target market for you, you can always have it, because at the end of that conversation of everything that this place has and how awesome it is, you say, hey, one of the things that I enjoy the best about blogging is that I can come in here anytime I want, at 10 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon like it is right now, and just, sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy my time. If you like to enjoy your time too,
click on the link below.
Click on the link below, or one of my banners.
Or one of my banners.
Or something below.
And get more information. But you definitely have to let them know. That's why you start with the end in mind.
Yeah.
What's the final result going to be? What do you want them to do? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to accomplish them just to read an article and go away? Or do you want them to buy, like Eli's saying, or to click on the links on the side or in the bottom or in your banners or wherever, and maybe just sign up for your
newsletter.
For your newsletter.
You might have a newsletter. You have a call to action is what it's called.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You start with that in mind. You need to have that call to action at the end.
You want to know what it is, so that when you transition, it's very natural transition.
I was just thinking about how the jargon you want to use. Be careful, because some industries actually you might offend people if you use the wrong jargon, or the wrong expressions. And the reason I was thinking of that is I was about to say buy. I was about to say instead of saying live long and prosper, everybody buy, I was going to say nano. And I'm sure that would have upset a bunch of science fiction nerds out there. Nano. That's a wrong thing. Or I might have said, Luke, live long and prosper, and then that would have really just killed a bunch of people.
I'm hoping that they get it. I don't know if they get all the references, but that's the point. If you're doing the wrong references,
oh my goodness,
you're going to lose your audience.
So again, those are our 4 points for today. Know who your target audience is. Give them information that they're going to be interested in, right? Use their language, right? Live long and prosper, right? The real one. And know, get a call to action at the very end. Always start with those points in mind before you start marketing to your target audience, and you're going to have good results, right?
That sounds good. And guys, it's lunchtime again. Bon appetit. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back to my coffee and doing a Vulcan mind melt here.
See ya. Take care.
See ya.
Folks, obviously the income examples discussed in this video are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document. If you want to see the average earnings, please visit the page at www.empowernetwork.com/income.php.